Hello and welcome to Inside Line. This week we're looking at the return of an automotive icon at the Shanghai Motor Show, a chance to buy some Australian motor racing history and the world's fastest electric car. But first, some scary footage from the US drag racing last weekend.
NHRA 4-wide nationals today. Fans escaping injury when the body of a funny car, it was driver Robert Height's car, blew off near the finish line. His engine exploded. Now you see that carbon fiber body landing in a walkway in the front of a grandstand.
Robert Height's engine exploded and blew the bodywork into the crowd. Now, lucky escape for the fans, wasn't it, Matt?
It sure was. It's hard to believe that no one was seriously injured in that event.
Yeah, probably best to watch it from the couch.
Yeah.
Now, last weekend also saw the opening of the Shanghai Motor Show, and Ford revealed a new concept car carrying the famous Escort name. Now, what's the story here?
Well, it's not a retro-inspired small car like we probably expected with an Escort name, but it is a small sedan designed specifically for China.
Yeah, now, I understand some of the Australian designers had a bit of an input on this.
Apparently so, yeah, and it certainly is a sharp-looking little car. I think it looks great. It's a little bit bigger than a Fiesta, and definitely looks more complete than the current Fiesta sedan. Yeah,
now Shanghai is famous, or the Chinese motor shows were famous for their copycat cars. Now, but there was one that stood out in particular, wasn't there?
That's right, the Icona Volcano, which is the Chinese first ever attempt at a supercar, and it looks a lot like a Ferrari California.
Yeah, a lot like.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
A lot like. I mean, they really they have copied it, haven't they? But they've also even, interestingly, they've actually managed to get a former powertrain guy from Ferrari to come over as well. He's developed this V12 hybrid powertrain, so it might actually have the performance to match the looks.
Well, you'd think so, and we're going to see more and more of that going forward. We're going to see more big heads going from Europe across to China, because that's where the money is and that's where the jobs are, so why not?
Well, it's certainly an industry on the move. Now, closer to home, Queensland businessman Peter Champion has put his collection of Peter Brock racing cars up for sale. Now, it's quite a collection, isn't it?
Sure is, a few $1 million worth, apparently. He's been collecting for about 40 years of Peter Brock memorabilia and cars, and wow, what a collection.
Yeah, it's amazing. He's got everything from, there's like 40 cars. There's, his Bathurst-winning Commodores and Tiranas. He's got his Monaro. He's even got a Lada. I mean, it's amazing. But it's a bit of a shame. Ultimately, this is going to get broken up, isn't it? I mean, it's probably going to get scattered to the wind.
It is sad when you see these museums that have built up a massive collection, and eventually it all just goes to dust. It is sad.
Yeah. Well, hopefully some of them will still stick around in some other museums. Now, and finally, a partnership between an American university and a French car maker are trying to set a new land speed record for an electric car. Now, what speed are they aiming for here?
700 k's an hour. That's not slow.
So it's not a Prius then they're using?
No, definitely not. It is, as you say, a joint venture between a university and Venturi, which is a small sort of niche alternative vehicle maker from Europe, and it's definitely a weird-looking car.
But they've got some pedigree, haven't they? Because they actually currently hold the record, so they're actually only breaking their own record.
Yeah, exactly right. So let's see how it goes. I think they'll be a surefire thing to hit more than 550 at least.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they go. Well, that's it for Inside Line this week. As always, for all the latest motoring news and reviews, visit drive.com.au.